There are people who have been faking arrests so that they can be seen as heroes. People like Kaskazini, they are taking advantage of this movement so that they can be seen as heroes. Well, the real heroes are the people who even stormed the parliament. The real heroes are now dead. It is very annoying and shaming when when you want to take credit on other people's blood and sweat. You want to be seen as a leader when clearly people are seeing you as some greedy piece of shit, and you want to take advantage of the people. No one is going to allow that to happen. Right now, the Gen Zs are leaderless. Now we have seen the government has brought some bunch of fools so that they can masquerade as the leaders of the youth. We are saying that as per now, we don't have any leader. We are leaderless. They are trying to bring that system of divide and rule, and no one is going to allow them. And I know Kenyans have really objected them with sheer strength. I commend you guys for the good job, and we are waiting for the march to State House, to occupy State House. The other day, the KDF were there, and they were very friendly. Right now, this is a military state. It's a military state. The moment the finance bill collapsed, this country was made a military state. That's why you saw the military around. So it is time for you guys to march and occupy State House. This is the time for you guys to fight for your rights. If you don't, you are going to experience the hardest time. Remember the Moi regime. In Moi regime, Moi was a good person, not until the attempted coup. After the attempted coup, Moi started showing his true colors. People are being silenced like nothing else. So for us to avoid something like that, this is the time for you guys to fight for your rights, or else you guys mutaka mnaangushwa moja. And you can clearly see from the abductions. There are people who are faking being abducted, and there are people who are abducted for real. So right now it is keep the fire blazing. I know there are some people who are trying to separate this movement. There are people who are trying to confuse this movement, but we condemn them and object them with sheer strength. This is the time for us so that you can. This is the time for us to make our voice be heard and be loud. Look at the people who have been killed. There's a guy who was shot on the head. That was a headshot until the brain came out. There's a child who was sprayed with 8 bullets. There's a boy who was shot by a tear gas canister by a killer cop. I don't know if that killer cop is still on the payroll, but I think the government. Right now, we don't even trust the government. For the sake of those people, we cannot back down. Anybody telling us to back down is an enemy and should be deplatformed and tunafaa kuwasalimia with immediate effect. Anyone telling you that you should back down, anyone telling you should not go to maandamano, that's an enemy. That's an enemy number one. You should not listen to people like that. There are people who died. Over 270 people died in Githurai. People died in Rongai. Then they come and cover it up like those who are goons, those who are what, those who are goons. No, those are not goons. Those are human beings. You don't kill people, then you come and masquerade it as those who are goons. Those are people fighting for their rights. They don't want you. They don't want you in power because you are not listening to them. Ruto came up with very unconstitutional seats in the government. I don't know the CSOs, the seat of Mudavadi. I don't know even the role of Mudavadi in the government. And people are just silent. Right now, he wants to tax even freehold land. You want to be taxed for you own a property. The property is just land. It's a property you passed to you by your ancestors. Someone wants to tax it. How is that even fair? We are going to condemn that with immediate effect. Okay, subscribe to this channel.